wasn't cyber warfare. It wasn't a system hack. It was the sun. A solar storm spanning 3 days disrupted internet and phone access across the East Coast. You're watching TPN Media, Clarity, No Filters. Brought to you by Joy & Company Auto Sales. We make buying cars joyous. Charter and Verizon customers experienced total communication failure, some for over 6 hours. For a society that can't go 6 minutes without a signal, it was a quiet glimpse into just how fragile the grid really is. This morning in Kharkiv, Ukrainian troops launched a coordinated pushback against Russian forces advancing on Voichinsk after heavy shelling. Ukrainian brigades report regaining partial control of transit routes vital for northern defense. Moscow claims tragic advances, but resistance continues to stall their momentum. The battle for the border is far from over. Gaza's humanitarian crisis deepens as Israel intensifies its offensive. Khan Yunis faces imminent assault, with residents ordered to evacuate. Over 100 Palestinians have perished in recent strikes. Aid agencies warn of famine, with 2 million Gazans at risk. Sudan remains engulfed in a brutal civil war. Civilians, particularly from non-Arab communities, are subjected to horrific violence, including looting and torture. The international community calls for intervention, but peace remains elusive. The Democratic Republic of Congo faces a dire humanitarian crisis as sexual violence cases surge by 700% in conflict zones. Women and children are disproportionately affected, prompting urgent calls for international intervention. Tragedy strikes Somalia as a suicide bomber targets a military recruitment center in Mogadishu, resulting in over 20 fatalities. The extremist group Al-Shabaab claims responsibility, highlighting the persistent threat of terrorism in the region. Economic tensions between the U.S. and China are back on the front line, this time with semiconductors and supply chains. Washington is preparing new restrictions on AI chip exports, citing national security risks. Beijing, in turn, is weighing retaliatory cuts on rare earth exports, materials critical to Western tech and defense. As diplomacy frays, supply chains brace for impact. Amid blackout warnings and disrupted systems, the May solar storm gave many Americans a rare gift. Auroras lighting up skies as far south as Alabama. Families gathered on porches, children stared in awe, and for a few quiet minutes, the noise of the digital world gave way to wonder. Sometimes the storm reminds us what silence can show.